guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have a different type of video. It's completely different actually. I just thought it was going to be a little bit more educational. These are videos that I obviously like to watch on YouTube, and I thought it may be of some interest to you guys. I wanted to share with you guys today how I film in my bedroom, because I film my YouTube videos and I take my photos and everything is more or less done in this one bedroom. And I just wanted to show you guys and share with you guys how I do it, what lighting I use, what camera I use, and basically my whole process of filming. I was obviously filming a lookbook today, and I kind of took you through how I was filming a lookbook in this bedroom as well, because I've started to do that. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. Everything that I filmed today has actually been on my Sony. I believe this is the A100 vlogging camera. It's not the best quality, but it was going to be a lot easier for me to go around the room and show you guys different aspects of the room and how I film. So everything is done on this. I hope you guys really like it, and if you want to see how I film in my bedroom, then just keep on watching. Guys, welcome to my bedroom. This is the situation right now. It is pure and utter manic. Okay, so this is kind of the mess if I'm doing a lookbook. I've only just started doing lookbooks, so everything sort of moves. Like my illuminated mirror moves over there, my makeup moves back here, and I set up like this because actually I got these net, they're not even net, they're like these curtains from Primark that are like organza, very lightweight, and they don't touch the floor, unfortunately. However, I have this because when I film a lookbook, when I'm going to be filming like this, I'm over there, when I'm going to be filming like this, you're just going to see white. So you can see it on that little screen there. That's how I work this. You can see it on the Android just there, that this is what you're going to see, and that's how I'm going to start probably doing like a week in outfits now. So in regards to lighting, what I will use is I will use the ring light that will shine on me. Obviously I can adjust the brightness on the camera as well. What I then also like to do is I have the fairy lights, but they're not really adding anything, if I'm honest. They're just there if I want to take a photo as background. But I do have my LED lights set on white. There's one there, and then if I swing you around, there's also one there, because what that's going to do is that's going to shine light on my background, if that sort of makes sense. So that in turn, I know that I look really different on this camera just because of lighting, but that in turn will shine light on this background, and this background is going to be really white. I really like more of a clean sort of, I like a clean white background when I'm filming, like if it's going to be lookbooks, especially if they're not done outdoors. So I just want it to be really, really white, and that's what this is going to be. This is what this is going to be. It's obviously going to help with daylight because it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still bright. I'm conscious that it's going to start getting dark, so that's what I'm a little bit concerned about. However, shining the bright lights is also going to help with it being quite white. So I also have this long cord. This is just like an extension lead for the cord that goes up into the Android. Now the Android is fitted into here, and what you will find is that when I move back, like obviously you're going to see me on screen, I'm going to be able to focus on that. I'm going to be able to do everything on that. And then I've moved the mirror. The reason why I've now moved the mirror is because when I'm shooting like this, I can obviously see my outfits and see what poses I want to do and see what looks comfortable, what looks relaxed, what looks nice. You know, you get the drift, something like that. Another thing that I've quickly noticed is that whatever I see in the mirror, like I'm gonna see a little bit more in here, my legs are cut off. That would just be solely, I don't know if I'm shaking too much, that would be solely to do with like the lens of the camera and how wide it is. So if you do want, if you're like a YouTuber that, or like someone that wants to start doing fashion vlogs and you want like whole outfits and stuff, you might want to invest in more of a wider lens. This does go wider, but it then cuts out and you can see like the bedroom stuff. So we're gonna make do with this, and hopefully you guys like it. This is very, very real. This is what my bedroom will look like when I'm doing a week in outfits, or if I'm doing any sort of lookbook like I've done in the past. I'm gonna lay them all out. They look very jumbled, but they are in an organized mess at the moment. This denim jacket is coming with me because that's what I'm putting on right now. So I've got all my outfits here. In the future, I'm also thinking that I could possibly do like kind of like outfit, like I've started doing like outfit posts for the gram and stuff like that in this mirror, which I really like, that are kind of cropped. But I probably do something in regards to like lookbook in the mirror. I don't know, where the channel is still evolving and developing, so leave me all your requests down below because I love to hear what you guys have to say. But I'm just gonna go right into filming the lookbook. Okay, so this is the camera that I am currently using to film. Sorry, I'm just holding my ring light. It is the Canon Eos 5D. The reason why I've got it is because my dad's a videographer, so I guess like I just kind of took his expertise on board and I bought the Mark III. There is a new one, I think it's called the Mark IV. That one is absolutely amazing with a touchscreen. And I have this lens, which is a 24 to 105mm lens. Now what you will find is, let me just move this out of the way. What you will find is dependent on the lens, it's going to be dependent on what you can do with the actual image. So whether you can have it widescreen, whether you can have it really, really, really close up. If you want like really, really detailed shots, like you're doing eye shots, or your channel is going to be all about eyeshadow, then you want to get like a macro lens that is really going to let you zoom in. This kind of lets you zoom in enough and then lets you zoom out enough, and that's what I like about this lens. But a lot of people do have different lenses. I just actually have the one and it has worked out for me. Don't mind my mess over there, I am just currently filming and that's why this is like this. But obviously this little attachment will attach on to my little tablet that I can see myself on. This camera now will also have different settings. So it has one that is like ISO, which is going to let me brighten up the screen, and obviously I'm just filming my lookbook here, so I've got the setting on 800, which is my ISO, which is what I always put it on. It lets you adjust the aperture and stuff like that. If I'm honest with you, I always leave it at the same one unless I need the image to be brighter or not, because other than that I don't really 100% understand everything. I'm still learning. This camera lets you do loads of different things, like change the Kelvin, change the color quality, the white balance, everything like that. It is such an amazing camera, but obviously like I said, I am still learning, and I don't tend to do it from here. I tend to do everything off my tablet when I can visually see it. That camera will then just sit on a tripod. This tripod is just your kind of generic one. I think I got it from Argos, but it just enables me to move this up, move it down, change the legs, just things like that. It's actually not that heavy duty, if I'm honest with you. It's just your simple tripod, but I don't think I need anything really kind of like fancy at the moment. You can see that my tablet's sitting there so I can see what I'm doing in my lookbook, but I don't need anything really fancy for a tripod. Now this ring light is really good. I get a lot of questions on the ring light that I use. This one is specifically from Amazon. I'll link it down below if I can find it, and it's just white light. It doesn't allow you to do any other lighting, but it does go really full, so like as in you can put it up really bright, which I don't tend to do. I tend to have mine on the lowest setting, and then I change everything with my ISO, but I like to have this so it's not so overexposed on my face. That then again just sits on another tripod. That's all I use. I use a ring light a lot, and that is my main source of lighting. Obviously this is more of, I would say probably maybe like an amateurish way, or like not even amateur, that's not the correct word, but maybe, yeah, so amateurish probably isn't the correct word. I wouldn't say that it's an amateur way, but it is more of a beginner's way. Like I don't have soft boxes, I don't have all of that. You don't need it all, if I'm honest with you. You don't need it all. You just want to start off small, see what works out for you. Obviously you can see the quality on my camera, so it depends a lot on the camera. I feel like you should invest more in the camera, because then you can change everything like light settings and stuff. You can see that I look very yellow in this camera. However, on the camera that I'm using, I don't at all. It looks natural. So that is something to bear in mind. What else? Let's move on to the next point. Okay, so I sat you guys down because I just wanted to quickly explain to you guys that when I'm filming, I obviously have two different backdrops. That's what's happened now. Before I used to film like with these fairy lights, and now I'm filming up against the mirror, which gives me a lot more white and a lot more of a cleaner sort of background, which I think looks more appealing personally in makeup videos especially. Let me know down below if you like it. Now in terms of camera quality, I am vlogging on a SONY A100, I believe it is. That's the camera that I just use when I vlog. I don't vlog too much, but I found that this camera that I'm using right now is like best in daylight. The reason being is I'm just going to show you a clip of me filming exactly this clip on my DSLR Canon, and you're going to see like the color quality and the quality of it. Everything looks a lot more different, so that's what I like to use. That's why I like to use my DSLR when I'm doing makeup videos. This one is more so just if I'm vlogging, if I'm showing you guys quick things, if I'm out and about, because obviously I don't want to be taking my Canon camera out with me. So yeah, like I said, I use fairy lights a lot. These fairy lights over here are actually just curtain fairy lights that you can get off eBay. But what happened was my curtain lights actually all got mangled and tangled, and I couldn't untangle them, so they are just on one strip. A lot of you guys ask about what these fairy lights are. Now when I shoot on the DSLR, you can see that the lights will go out of focus. They do a little bit on this Sony, but you can see that they very much do on the DSLR. It makes everything go out of focus and gives you that broker effect, which is nice if you are looking for something like that. It gives you depth of field. That's what it's called. That's what my dad calls it, depth of field, and it looks a lot nicer on camera. Okay, so this is another background. So what I was telling you about is the mirror from Illuminated Mirrors. I was lucky enough to get this as a birthday gift, and I absolutely love this mirror. Now, if I had it my way, I would probably have like Alexa, what they call it, Alexa drawers and things like that. You know, the white drawers, all of that. I would probably have all of that shebang, because it looks beautiful, doesn't it, when it's clean white. But I don't have that much disposable income, so I make do with what I've got. I've got a dresser, I've put the mirror on, and I do my backgrounds accordingly to what I think looks best. Of course, I've also put on, let me just twist my body around. I've also put up some fairy lights on my bed that always kind of just stay there. It's just easier because I switch them on and off when I'm filming so often, and they go out of focus, which is quite nice with the white. So you can see here what I've done is I've actually got an LED light. Oh, I shouldn't really do this. An LED light set on white, and I shine it up against the background. Now, if I don't have this on the background, because I've only got one, the other one has now run out of battery, and it is just sitting here. This is the LED light, because it's on batteries, which I really don't like about it. I wish it was plugged in. It's a little bit more difficult when they run out. I don't have enough spare. You have to charge them. So when I move this, you can see that the background's very light. I mean, very light, very yellow. And then I put it back on, and the background's white. So a lot of people, what they do is they light up their background, so it makes it look a lot cleaner as opposed to dark, if that sort of makes sense. Also, another quick tip, I know I'm looking extra white, it's because I've got the LED on me, is if you take your LED light, I'm not too sure what other LED lights you could use. I'm not 100% amazing at lighting, if I'm honest with you. I think that is trial and error. Is if you face it up against you, and then I turn this light onto yellow, because it does go yellow, so it warms everything up, and I kind of just switch it on to the lowest. Then I like to take, personally, I like to take my thumbnail shots in my iPhone. I really like them, so I just take them with a front facing camera, and I shine the light so I can really get them highlight shots. That's just another like really quick trick that I want to share with you guys, because I always wondered, how do these girls get them stark highlight colors? You can do it in highlight colors, well, like stark, you know, when it's like highlight popping, how do they get them shots? And you can do it with lighting. Lighting is key, but also sunlight does it. But I'm a night baby, so I tend to kind of film at night, and I don't really have sunlight, but this does the trick. Even from further away, you can now see that my highlight is popping. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys that this tablet here, this is a tablet that I use. This is actually connected in to the camera. I'm doing this on a tripod, so it's really awkward, but it's connected into the camera. It enables me to basically turn the brightness up with the ISO at the bottom. It enables me to focus on screen. It enables me to record. It enables me to do everything. Obviously, this setup is a little bit like, let me just take you guys off this, hold on. Obviously, so the setup that I've got going on is honestly like just balanced on like my makeup and stuff like that. But this is the tablet. I'll leave this. This is a Lenovo tablet that I actually got off eBay, and it's really, really good because what it does is it enables me to grab it, focus myself on screen, hit record. I can also take photos there. I can turn the ISO up, which means I can turn the brightness up. I can play around with my Kelvin, which means if it's looking a little bit too yellow on screen, then I can make it more pink, things like that. That's why I absolutely love this tablet. Without this tablet, if I'm honest, I wouldn't be able to film because my camera, my setup is like this, and my camera does not have a flip screen, which means that I can't see myself. Okay, so this is my room at night. This is a different setup right now because we're not doing the lookbook anymore. Welcome to my bedroom. Okay, so this is a quick little overview setup of how it would be looking. I would probably have an LED light facing the other way onto the background, and yeah, this is how it basically looks when I'm filming. But of course you guys don't see any of this. You guys will obviously be seeing an image like this, and even then the image is cropped somewhat, so you don't see all of it, you don't see like any mess or anything like that, and that's how I would sit you guys, and everything else would be out of focus. Just to give you an idea of what it does look like, it looks something like this on screen. So it will look like this, and then obviously I'll be sat in the middle. Okay, so just taking you guys into the mirror area. Obviously, since I got this mirror, I do a lot of work in this mirror, and I think you guys like it as well. So this is just another aspect of my room with my makeup stash here. It is obviously a lot neater, but I've had to move everything. Okay guys, so that is it for this YouTube video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, let me know down below if you want to see more in-depth tutorials or reviews or things on camera equipment and how I do certain things like take photos, anything, lookbooks. Let me know down below. Leave all your requests down below as well because I do read all of them. And I think that is it. I think my lighting's running out, so I better go. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.